case 2 is when the roots are complex. Okay, so when you have roots are complex, so we will look at how to find the solution. So let lambda 1 and lambda 2 be roots of the characteristic equation. Lambda 1 and lambda 2 കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുന്നത് സെയിം തന്നെ. സോ വി ആർ ടേക്കിംഗ് എക്സ് ഈക്വൽ ടു എ ഇ റേസ് ടു lambda t and y equal to b e raised to lambda t to be a solution, and then we will find out the values of lambda 1 and lambda 2. So let lambda 1 be equal to, so if roots are complex, they will occur in conjugate pairs. So lambda 1 is a plus ib and lambda 2 is a minus ib. So we will obtain two distinct solutions. So the solutions are going to be, so I can take x equal to some a1 star. അപ്പോൾ ആദ്യത്തെ സൊല്യൂഷൻ എനിക്ക് ഇ റേസ് ടു ലാംഡ 1 ടിക്ക് പകരം ഇ റേസ് ടു എ പ്ലസ് ഐ ബി ടി വരും, and the corresponding y value is b1 star e raised to a plus ib t, and the second pair of solution is x equal to a2 star e raised to a minus ib t varum, and y is b2 star e raised to a minus ib t. So here I will get the two sets of solutions corresponding to each one of the complex roots. Now here the problem is, here the solutions are, so here the solutions are complex solutions. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മളിത് എക്സ്പാൻഡ് ചെയ്ത് എഴുതി കഴിയുമ്പോൾ you are going to get a complex solution. So but we require real solutions in this case. So we need real solutions. So we will look at how to obtain the real solutions. So for obtaining the real solution, so what we will do is, so we will express a1 star as some a1 plus ia2, and let me take b1 star to be b1 plus I b2. So here a1, a2, b1 and b2, they will be some real constants. Now we will apply the Euler's formula. So apply Euler's formula. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് a1 സ്റ്റാറും b1 സ്റ്റാറും നമ്മൾ എടുത്തു. അപ്പോൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് പെയർ ഓഫ് സൊല്യൂഷൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് a1 പ്ലസ് ഐ a2 ഇൻറ്റു ഇ റേസ് ടു എ പ്ലസ് ഐ ബി വരും, ആൻഡ് y is a1 പ്ലസ് b1 plus I b2 e raised to a plus ib. So when you use the Euler's expansion, so that will be, so x is a1 plus I a2, so that is cos so you will get e raised to a plus ib t ആണുള്ളത്. So that will give e raised to at into cos bt plus I sin bt. Okay, and you have y equal to b1 plus I b2 again e raised to at cos bt plus I sin bt. So when you expand you will get x equal to real coefficients വരുന്നത് e raised to at into a1 cos bt minus a2 sin bt വരും plus e raised to at into I വരും I വരുന്നത് sin bt okay a1 sin bt plus a2 cos bt വരും. So similarly y will be equal to അപ്പോൾ a1 ൻ്റെ പ്ലേസിലെല്ലാം b1 വരും a2 ൻ്റെ പ്ലേസിലെല്ലാം b2 വരും. So that will be e raised to at b1 cos bt minus b2 sin bt plus I times e raised to at b1 sin bt plus b2 cos bt വരും. Now if you look at this solution, so the first solution is in the form അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് എക്സ് വൈ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന പെയർ ആണ് കിട്ടുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് സൊല്യൂഷൻ is in the form അപ്പോൾ എക്സ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന എക്സ് എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് you will get in the form f1 plus I f2 and the second solution y will be in the form g1 plus I g2. So this is a complex function. So the first solution is a complex function and the second solution is a complex function. Now it can be shown that this pair f1 plus I f2 g1 plus I g2 is a solution if and only if both the pairs must be a solution. So the pair f1 g1 consisting of the real part and the pair f2 g2 consisting of the imaginary parts must be the solution. So we are not going into the proof of that. So it can be shown that a pair, so f1 plus I f2 and g1 plus I g2 of complex functions is a solution of the system if and only if both the pairs f1 g1 consisting of real parts. So f1 and g1 they are the real parts of x and y. And the pair f2 g2 consisting of imaginary parts are solutions of the system. So solutions of the system. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് എക്സും വൈയും കിട്ടിയത് f1 plus I f2 g1 plus I g2. So if this is a solution of our system, then the real portion must satisfy the equation. അതുപോലെ the imaginary portion f2 g2 must also satisfy the equation. So thus we will get two pair of solutions. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ pair of solutions എന്ന് പറയുന്ന f1 g1 f2 g2 ആയിരിക്കും. So therefore x equal to e raised to at a1 cos bt minus a2 sin bt and y equal to e raised to at b1 cos bt minus b2 sin bt and the imaginary portion is e raised to at a2 cos bt plus a1 sin bt, and y equal to e raised to at b2 cos bt plus a1 sin bt. So these are solutions of the system. Now we will look at what is the Wronskian in this case. So whether the solutions are linearly independent or not. അപ്പം ഈ രണ്ട് സൊല്യൂഷൻസും നമ്മുടെ ഇക്വേഷൻ സാറ്റിസ്ഫൈ ചെയ്യും. Now we need to check whether they are linearly independent or not. So W of t will be equal to determinant e raised to at a1 cos bt minus a2 sin bt and e raised to at a2 cos bt plus a1 sin bt varum, then e raised to at b1 cos bt minus b2 sin bt, then e raised to at b2 cos bt plus b1 sin bt. So e raised to at is common in both the rows. അപ്പോൾ e raised to 2 at പുറത്ത് വരും. ബാക്കി പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് എടുക്കുക. പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് എടുത്ത് കഴിയുമ്പോൾ you will get a1 b2 cos square bt plus a1 b1 cos bt sin bt, then minus a2 b2 cos bt sin bt varum, and minus a1 with the plus ആവും minus a1 b2 cos square bt, sorry, this is a2 b2 sin square bt varum. Okay, let me write the terms. So plus, okay, minus a2 b2 sin bt cos bt varum, then minus a2 b1 sin square bt, then minus ഇതിൻ്റെ പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് എടുക്കുക. അപ്പോൾ a2 b1 cos square bt, then plus a1 b1 cos bt sin bt varum, then minus a2 b2 cos bt sin bt varum, and minus a1 b2 sin square bt. So now you can see that a1 b1 വരുന്ന ടേമും a2 b2 വരുന്ന ടേമും ക്യാൻസൽ ആവും. a2 b2 cos bt sin bt. അപ്പോൾ റിമൈനിങ് you will have a1 b2 minus a2 b1 into cos square bt, സെയിം. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ a1 സൈൻ സ്ക്വയറിൻ്റെയും അതേ ടേം തന്നെ വരും. a1 b2 minus a2 b1 into cos square plus sin square വരും, which is 1 into e raised to 280. Okay. this is the Wronskian. Okay, if you have, so if B1 star is a multiple of A1 star, so where in this case B1 plus B2 IB2 will be equal to CA1 plus ICA2. So in this case നമുക്ക് A1 B2 minus A2 B1, that will be equal to 0. So if B1 is a constant multiple of A1, then in that case A1 B2 minus A2 B1 will be equal to 0. So provided the solutions has to be linearly independent, so A1 must not be a constant multiple of A2. That is the condition for the Wronskian to be not equal to 0. So therefore the solutions are linearly independent if A1 B2 minus A2 B1 is not equal to 0. So that is a condition upon A1, A2, B1 and B2 for the solutions to be linearly independent. So this is how we get the linearly independent solutions when you have complex roots. So let us now write this entire thing as a theorem. So if the roots lambda 1, lambda 2 of the characteristic equation are complex, say A plus or minus IB, then the system has two real linearly independent solutions of the form so x is equal to e raised to at a1 cos bt minus a2 sin bt and y equal to e raised to at b1 cos bt minus b2 sin bt and x equal to e raised to at a2 cos bt plus a1 sin bt and y is equal to e raised to at b2 cos bt plus b1 sin bt, where a1 a2 b1 b2 are real constants and the general solution is given by, so general solution will be a linear combination of both the x components and y components. So the general solution will be x equal to e raised to at into c1 into first component a1 cos bt minus a2 sin bt plus c2 a2 cos bt plus a1 sin bt varum, and y will be e raised to at c1 into b1 cos bt minus b2 sin bt plus c2 b2 cos bt plus b1 sin bt. So this is the required general solution. So here c1 and c2, they are arbitrary constants. So this is the required solution when you have the roots to be complex. So in tomorrow's class we will see how to solve for the problem. So with this we will conclude for today.